Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3,547. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my car, Montgomery. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes ranks the best nuggets in fast food. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a Men's Room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted. Clack, clack. All right, here we go, Mom of the Year. She seeks help in a carjacking, so her 11-year-old son helps her pull it off. Meanwhile, it turns out the pilot in that deadly hot air crash had a case of the Gacker's cough. Tennessee woman gets naked, sets a car on fire, then tries to beat up the cops. When you try to flee from police while towing a fishing boat, even they will give you props. And a Florida man tries to trade in his car, the one he stole from the exact same dealership. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. We will spin. Come on, man. Work with me, brother. That's not the wheel, Ted. You know that.
It was a great drum roll.
It was a long night. That was a very good drum roll.
On the drum.
But it's obviously the wheel.
There it is. Sorry.
Jesus.
You want me to start over? I'll leave. I'll come back.
Why don't we try that? See if we can get it done. Someone get the drum out here. It's confusing, Ted. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show.
Yep.
We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Patrick, who stared at a map for hours trying to find the vitamin C, and then found a way to answer 15 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy. Big contestant to play Big Dummy, call 206-421-ROCK. You can like The Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live, and send your emails to themensroom@KISW.com.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
99.9 KISW. Oh, Patrols, and away we go. Welcome to season 16, episode number 3,547. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future receipt. Man, what a day it is. Wow. And that's something. Oh, yes, the head chef is in the house, Ted's Meat and Potatoes. You've got a list of the best nuggets in fast food. They ranked them all.
Top nugs in the game.
Okay, this does not include the chicken strip. This is strictly nuggets, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. People love nuggets. You can say what you want, but I still enjoy a McDonald's chicken nugget.
Yeah, and that's definitely on the list.
Okay, to me, that's the gold standard.
Everybody likes chicken nuggets. We make fun, say kids don't eat chicken nuggets. You know goddamn well you like chicken nuggets too.
Yeah, if there's like 6 chicken nuggets or something, I might take one. You know what I mean? Like with my kids, they get 6. Like,
There was one chicken nuggets. I'm like, you guys got to eat something other than chicken nuggets. And then when they turn around, like the other 3 that are left,
exactly,
in my mouth.
Yeah, and like the McDonald's chicken nuggets, like the OG.
That was the original. As far as I remember, they were the first fast food place that said, hey, man, we got this idea. It's called Chicken McNuggets. And then everybody followed suit.
Well, I will say that the dipping sauce has a lot to do with it. I know you love the dipping sauce Polynesian, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, McDonald's sweet and sour. Basically, if there's a sweet and sour version, that's what I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah, sauces go a long way. That's why I love Arby's, man. I mean, you can say what you want about Arby's, but when it comes to the sauces, man, they got the sauces. One of the few that have
and the meats.
Yeah, the horseradish, the whole deal. Also on the program today, we have tickets for you, a chance to win tickets to see Ghost and Volbeat. Woo! That show at Climate Pledge Arena. Here's how we're going to do this today. Okay?
Well, Ted gets to pick today. Remember?
Ted already picked the time.
I did.
Yeah, and we have a secret word. So what you basically do is you go to KISW.com. We'll tell you the word. You go there, you put the word in, and you will be eligible to win the tickets to see Ghost and Volbeat.
Do not text us the word.
That won't work.
That is not going to help.
No, you have to go to KISW.com.
Yes.
You put the word in there, and the word, Ted has picked the time for today.
Ooh.
I believe you can remember this. The time for today, it's different every day. It's supposed to be. Will be 4:20.
Ooh! I threw a curveball in there.
4:20.
I like that, man.
We figured there's no way that you cannot forget the time. It's 4:20.
You should have done that all week, man.
You know what? That would have been great.
That probably would have been.
Or just ask Ted next time.
See?
Next time.
Yeah, it's always hindsight.
We got it done all week, though.
Can you please change your computer screen?
No.
I'm not I'm not going to get through the show.
I know.
I can't stop looking.
This is the best thing ever.
He's going to change that to his desktop background.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, by the way, coming up today on the Men's Room Happy Hour, once again, we'll do Noah Sherlock and Dirty Big Dummy as we head on over to the Odyssey app exclusively for the Men's Room Happy Hour. More Men's Room and less of the FCC rules that we are so accustomed to using. And trust me when I say it is somewhat of a difficult transition to go from these airwaves over to the Odyssey app and realize we can just talk like we normally do.
I think it's more difficult to end doing the happy hour and then come in the following day and remember that we cannot do that.
You know,
Yeah, even right now, talking about it, I don't want to talk about it.
Somebody asked us, they texted in and said, "Man, do you have a hard time not going from the show to the happy hour, but you finish on the happy hour, right? So it's real loose, so to speak. Do you have a hard time remembering?" I told, "Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you do. You just got to know when to cut it off, man. You know what I mean? It's like being around kids. You just gotta be. You know, sometimes you got to apologize.
We might have to hire a kid just to be in the studio, or like someone's grandmother, to sit in here knit while we do this show, just a reminder." Like, hey, don't cuss. And then at 6 o'clock, like, all right, get the hell out.
Yeah.
It is like being around kids, except that now, for half hour a day, somebody's like, oh, curse as much as you want in front of the kids. Because we're trained to, like, that's the weird thing. Because it's in the same studio, in the same microphones.
Looking at, right.
So now it's like, oh, there's only a half hour I can curse in front of the kid.
Yeah.
He's about
free
to go
game,
to bed.
Free game. Join us for the Men's Room Happy Hour. If you do not have the Odyssey app, just go and download that now. It's absolutely free. If you favorite the Men's Room Happy Hour, it'll let you know when we're coming on, because we only go live on the air, as far as the app is concerned, at 6 o'clock. So if you go there right now and you try to listen to something, there's not going to be anything on there at all, because we start the happy hour at 6 o'clock and whenever we end it. And from there, it is exclusive to the Odyssey app. But search for the Men's Room. You'll see the happy hour. Click on that, and away we go, Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock. All right, today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We will spin that category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummy so far, Steve absolutely effed that up at the beginning of the show, as last week Ray took over with 18 questions.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, 18
My
questions.
bad. Hold
so
on.
Ray is our new Big Dummy champion, if there is such an oxymoron as being the biggest
You
dummy.
said Ray?
Ray, and it took him 18 questions.
God, I remember his ass now.
To get one right on last week's program.
Yeah, Ray pissed me off.
And every time we play Big Dummy, we like to put up a little Men's Room poll. If you happen to follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live, you go there and you vote. And here was how everything shook out from last week. Last week we asked you, you could do one cool thing. And the options were, hell, maybe you could just do a backflip at any point in time if you wanted to.
Intentionally.
Dunk a basketball was on there. So was rock climb. People think rock climbers are cool. And surfing, if you could surf, you know what I mean? So those were your 4 options. And the voting, believe it or not, was as tight as it's been in a while. So in 4th place, rock climbing. 19% of you said, yeah, if I could do one cool thing, I would like to be able to rock climb. And number 3 was the backflip, coming in at 22% of the vote. 29% of you said that you would like to surf. It was a tough race for 1 and 2. Dunking a basketball won by 1 percentage point at 30%. So there was your numbers. Basketball, number 1, surfing, number 2, backflip, number 3, and rock climbing, number 4. Now, this week's poll might be a little bit more difficult for you to figure out. I'm sure you will come up with a reason why you pick what you pick. But keep in mind, people are going to believe that you've done one of the following. Now, believe it or not, you are completely innocent, but that is not the word on the street. You are the guy that has done this, one way or another, and everyone believes it, all right? But you know you have it. You didn't do this.
It's like, guilty before innocence. You've been accused of this. Everyone has assumed that you have done it. Maybe your day in court will clear it up, but up until then, this is what people believe about you.
When you walk down the street, you know what I mean, and people look at you and they give you that sneer, it's from one of these 4 reasons. Number 1, you beat up 3 5-year-olds. Now, it might have been in a park, you know what I mean? Maybe it was at Disneyland. I'm not sure.
We don't know.
But wherever it was, I mean, people think, like, that's the guy.
That's the guy that beat up 3 5-year-olds.
That's the guy that beat up 3 5-year-olds. That son of a bitch.
There's
right
spit
there.
on every food order in every restaurant.
You can't go out to eat. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't go to a movie. You don't show your face in public. The whole deal, because people think that you are the guy who beat up 3 5-year-olds. Coming in at number 2 on the list. People believe you assaulted a woman in a wheelchair. Yeah.
You're that guy.
He's the guy that
beat up that woman in a wheelchair.
You beat up somebody who obviously is not in the best condition in the world, and they're in a wheelchair, and you beat them. That's what people believe about you. You son of a,
Everyone just looks at you and shakes their head in silence.
Ted, you're not going to like the number 3.
Because we know you love the first 2.
All right.
All about beating up women in wheelchairs and 5-year-olds.
Okay. Yeah. People are going to believe that you beat up your home team, your favorite team's mascot. You beat the living hell out of them in the parking lot after the game.
You went to Seattle's game?
Yes.
You beat the piss out of Blitz. And everyone in Seattle believes that you
are the guy.
That's the guy that beat up Blitz.
You're the guy.
And my kid just got a picture with Blitz.
The Mariner Moose is in the hospital, and you're the reason.
Not the Moose. I follow him.
I do too.
Well, that's why everyone's mad.
Yeah.
Because you beat him. Now,
Did the Moose deserve it?
No,
we don't know. Because you didn't do it.
I sound like somebody who assaulted somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
Did that Moose deserve it?
No, of course not. No mascot deserves that type of treatment.
That kind of ass whipping.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the guy in New York, the Mets guy who got busted with all the cocaine in his car.
I know.
Mr. Met, did you hear about that? He had a ton of blow in his trunk, man.
Well, he's a professional mascot.
I know, but then they show the video. I'm like, that guy dances nonstop. I mean,
Yeah, you know why?
That's, you know what I mean? That's just...
He's on code.
That's tools for the trade and that. You know what I mean? He's going nonstop. Baseball games are long.
Yes, they are.
And
Dude, I knew
going and going.
I knew a collegiate mascot, and he would put vodka in his water bottle.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
And like, when he would come off the field, he would just pop his helmet.
Sure, why not? So you attack the home team mascot. All right, option number 4. Again, this is people think you did this. All right, not that you did this, you're innocent, but people believe this. You stole all of the kids' Christmas gifts.
Oh, come
from
on,
a family,
man.
from a child, maybe 1 or 2 children. Somehow,
I thought it was the orphanage.
you got in the house, and they know that you took all of the Christmas gifts just for the kids. You left the parents' gifts there.
Oh, sure. Big
You know
screen
what I mean?
TV,
Like,
that's not
I don't want that. I know what's in there. Socks and underwear. I don't want that. I don't want these toys. You are the guy who ruined an entire family's Christmas. Who stole all of their Christmas.
Trying to make ends meet, man. Did the best they could. Finally got these
Yeah.
gifts, man. Checked every box on the kids' list, and now they're gone.
Keep in mind, your face is on a poster, and this this is what you did. All right. So your options once again. People think you did one of the following. You either beat up 3 5-year-olds, assaulted a woman in a wheelchair, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all of a kid's Christmas gifts. That's you. There's our men's room poll. Vote now if you follow us on Twitter, Men's Room Live. All right, the game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Don. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, you mighty Batola.
Hola. Don, are you sober or not sober?
I am currently sober.
Good for you, Don. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Don. People think you did one of the following. Did you beat up 3 5-year-olds, assault a woman in a wheelchair, attack the home team mascot, or steal all of the kids' Christmas gifts?
Hey, you know what? That mascot's going down.
You're killing the mascot.
Taking down is there any particular Seattle mascot? You going to take Blitz? You taking the
Yeah,
Mariners?
who's your home team?
Oh, boy, I guess that's a tough one. How about, does he still exist? Was he called the Weedle years ago? I'm going old school.
The who? What team?
That was when we had a basketball team, sorry.
Oh, no, that was Squatch.
That was Squatch.
No, dude, I'm telling you right now, you would not
Squatch.
put your hands on Squatch. That was my guy. When you see someone that looks like Chewbacca on roller skates, I can't explain it. I was sold, man. I'm like, Squatch is my guy. By the way, Miles, we did not add this to the list of things.
need to.
What?
But people have been checking in. Everyone says, what about tripping a blind guy on a bus? Someone is assaulting the lady in the wheelchair on par with tripping a blind guy on the bus, asking for a terminal friend. R.I.P. Mike, very funny. And someone else says, you tripped a blind guy on a bus. We should have added that. Here's the difference.
missed it, my bad.
This is why we did not add tripping a blind person on the bus. Because the 4 that we gave you, you did not do. People just think you did. Mike actually tripped the blind guy on the bus. Yeah. We don't think Mike's a bad guy. Mike's a bad guy. All right, Don. Here is your question. How many of the 195 recognized countries on this planet are named after a woman? None, 1, 6, or 9.
Countries.
Named after a woman. None, 1, 6, or 9. Not
It
a
goes 6.
I'll say none. Unless there's a Victoria out there that I don't know about.
Don, you're too kind. Miles, you misogynistic son of a bitch. There's one.
Oh, there's one.
There is one. And Mike, you had a good guess with Georgia, but believe it or not, that's not it. St. Lucia for St. Lucie.
Oh.
That is
all right.
the one
Okay.
country on this earth named after a woman. Because remember, Lesbos is part of Spain. Just want to be very clear. That's, for anyone who wants to jump in.
Sure.
All right, Don, question number 2 for you. What natural events are ranked in severity by the Saffir-Simpson scale? Saffir Simpson scale. I'll give you a hint. This would be the time of the year that they're using this scale.
Choices, for gosh sake.
Well, it could be a
I'm
tornado.
going to go hurricane.
There you go.
And you picked correctly, sir.
That's
There
it. What's
you
the
go.
latest one? Sam, I believe, is the next I can't
I
keep up,
just
man.
read it today. There's one on its way to Florida. And I think it is Sam.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Royal. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Royal, are you blue today?
I'm on team not sober.
All right, great. All right, Royal, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. Tell your dog to shut up.
Shut up.
All right, Royal, people think you did one of the following.
Just keep
I got to beat up the home team dummy.
All right.
It's called a mascot.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way,
yeah, the mascot. Sorry, see, team not sober.
now see, I was defending Squatch, which I will do to my dying day. But people point out Weedle, which is what the guy said. Weedle was in fact before Squatch, from what did it say, 75 to 85, 78 to 1985.
Weedle could use a salad.
That I'd beat that mascot up too. I would not feel bad. Look at that thing.
Who the hell came up with that?
That is.
Well, don't worry about it. Back in the day, KISW had a duck.
Yeah.
We should have brought it back.
Why do we not just have
the 50th anniversary?
Why don't we just have a rock? It's the Rock. Hire Dwayne Johnson. He's not doing anything.
Yeah. Or just Rocky the Rock.
Right, Rocky the Rock.
We should have brought back the duck.
What? I never saw a picture of it.
Oh, it was like, it was the Rock. It was the Rock duck.
Thanks, Miles. That clears it up. The Rock duck. All right, Royal. Here is your question: who directed the remarkably overrated film Citizen Kane?
Stephen King.
Citizen Kane?
I had no idea.
Did you know that Stephen King was an author?
Oh, no, but I watched The Stand on TV. I thought it was close.
Is it Orson Welles?
It is Orson Welles.
Oh.
All right, your question. In the Bible, who is Abraham's first son? It's also the name of the narrator of Moby Dick.
Abraham.
I mean, Moby Dick opens with this, like, hey.
Oh, man, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm going to go with Leo.
Leo. I like
Ishmael?
Ishmael, yeah.
Ishmael.
By the way, I misspoke earlier. Lesbos is part of Greece, not Spain.
Ooh.
Yes. But it is the term where the term lesbians came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm Scott. Yeah, for real. That's where it came from, Lesbos. And no, I'm not kidding. Sometimes people can't tell. All right, your question. What state is home to the Great Sand Dunes National Monument?
What state?
What state?
Utah?
Not a bad guess.
North Carolina?
That's a bad guess.
California.
Colorado.
I thought maybe North Carolina because that's where
Like the
the
beach.
Wright brothers did their in the Outer Banks. They were on those sand dunes when they.
Okay, I got you. I was not trying like the Wright brothers. Okay. All right, your question. Vanilla Ice's song "Ice Ice Baby" samples the bass line from what song?
Oh, Lordy.
This band is it was a band and a solo artist kind of teamed up and put out this song.
It wasn't on KISW in the last 40 years.
Yes,
it was.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was.
it definitely was.
Yeah, we play it now.
Damn, I'm really in trouble. I'm just going to go with One Day at a Time.
One day at a time. Like, you mean the TV show with Valerie Bertinelli?
And Bonnie
I was
Franklin.
hoping they had like a theme song named that, but otherwise, no clue.
Hey, at least you're guessing, man. The song's Under Pressure. David Bowie and Queen.
Oh!
Question number 5, Royal.
Question number 5. On the TV show Family Guy, what does Quagmire do in an attempt to get out of his marriage?
Kill his wife?
Whoa.
Oh,
damn, Royal.
Okay.
Dang.
I like where your head is at, but no. Fake his own death.
Oh.
Not actually kill his wife, but fake his
Other side of the coin.
What I like about you is how quick you were to answer.
I love my wife.
Yeah, obviously. I'm sure she's not terrified right now. Bless you. Bless you, Ted.
Jesus.
Sounds very like a church in there. Bless you, Ted. Jesus. Praise Jesus. All right, give yourself some time to think about this one. But what 2 signs of the zodiac begin with the same letter?
Aries and Aquarius.
Okay.
There you go.
Very
We would
good.
also have accepted Scorpio and Sagittarius. By the way, somebody here says
Libra and Leo.
Libra and Leo says Mike tripped a blind guy.
A
That's
bus.
probably why he's dying from that thing in his chest.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's getting hot.
Vicious.
It's not in my chest, it's on my side.
Either way.
Did you get any help for that last night?
No.
Did your lady hear the show?
Thank God, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, if she did, you went home to an entirely different scenario.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
I know. When you get the full name, they're serious. Michael, you should get this checked out.
I like when she goes a little higher pitch. Michael. I'm just having fun with the boys.
That's usually when I'm drinking too early.
I was going to say, yeah. or you're hanging out with me and I start us down a bad path.
I know it when I've always overstated something. Steven. Like, oh, my bad. Hello, Dan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Dan, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Team sober.
Dan, welcome to the show and Big Dummy. All right, the men's room poll. People think you did one of the following. Beat up 3 5-year-olds, assaulted a woman in a wheelchair, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all of the kids' Christmas gifts.
I'm going to take on the woman in the wheelchair for sure.
Okay.
All right.
That's a good look for you.
Mm-hmm. Why were you so confident on
You'll
that?
never live it down.
Seems like some sort of a fair fight, I'd say.
All right. Okay.
Are you in a wheelchair?
No.
But how does this come off as a fair fight in your mind?
Yeah.
I currently have a broken foot, so I feel like that.
Oh, I see. All right.
Okay, you're in the hospital.
Okay.
You just throw down. All right.
Oh, yeah, it's totally even.
You know what? You do get a little more leeway with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I had a broken foot.
They didn't say how old.
So I beat the piss out of her with my fist. All right, here's your question. What children's board game introduced the world to the wonders of the Pop-O-Matic dice?
Hungry Hippos.
Come on, Miles. Come on.
Sorry, that's the wrong answer.
Boggle?
Oh, sorry.
Trouble. Trouble. Trouble introduced it. You remember the Pop-O-Matic
I
dice
do. I
thing,
just
man?
can't remember the name of the game.
It's the only reason I ever wanted to play the game, because it was fun to play that. All right, here's your question. Which two Great Lakes meet at the Straits of Mackinac? Yeah, just go through your Great Lakes and hazard a guess.
I do not know any Great Lakes. Sorry to say.
All right, I'll tell you the Great Lakes. Just grab two of them. So there's Lake, in order of size, I believe, there's Lake Ontario, there's Lake Erie, there's Lake Huron, there's Lake Michigan, and there's Lake Superior.
Now, how did you not know any of the Great Lakes, Dan? How did you make it through school and you never had to learn that?
That is our biggest freshwater reservoir in the United States of America.
It's also the biggest fresh water in the world.
Lake Erie and Lake Huron.
That's a stupid guess.
Is it Michigan and Superior?
Michigan and Huron.
Oh, Huron. Nice.
Huron. Did you get that right, Mike?
No, it's half.
Oh.
I went Superior and Huron. Figured Superior I could cover the most ground.
That's good thinking. All right. Terry Gilliam was the only U.S.-born member of what comedy troupe?
The Blue Collar Comedy.
Monty Python?
Monty Python. I'm going to go out on a limb and say everyone in the Blue Collar Comedy Tour was born in the U.S.
Yeah.
And if they weren't, they do a good job.
Question 4, Dan.
Just a guess. I haven't researched that. All right, the question is, what is the northern tropic also called? Mike with the knowledge.
Cancer.
You got it. There you go, Dan. Very good.
Said with confidence.
More Big Dummy on the way. 206-421-ROCK.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
99.9 KISW. You're in the men's room. Head chef on the way, ranking the best fast food nuggets in the industry with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. That's right after the game known as Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Brooklyn. Welcome to the men's room.
Yeah, hola, bitches.
Hola. How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
We're doing great, Brooke. Are you sober or not sober?
Great.
Yeah.
I'm still sober.
All right. Mm-hmm. Would you like us to use your full name today or just Brooke?
Whatever's clever.
All right. All right, Brooke. People think you did one of the following. Beat up 3 5-year-old kids. You assaulted a woman in a wheelchair. Attacked the home team mascot or stole all of the kids' Christmas gifts. Where are you going?
I totally beat up 3 5-year-olds. They deserve it.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
You know what? I'd believe
right?
you. Just did it slowly and without care. All right, Brooke/Brooklyn, here's your question. Who wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame? They also wrote Les Miserables.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yes, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I don't know. Was it... J.K. Rowling?
So close.
At least you named an author. I appreciate it.
Right.
That would be Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Listen, Hugo. Oh, he's messing with Bob in his restaurant?
I do believe that Hugo is a better last name than first name.
Actually, the only Hugo I know in person I actually like.
I believe it. Yeah. Sounds like a person you should like. All right, your question. Nordic and Alpine are the two main games of which sport? Two main genres of what sport?
Go with hockey.
Cross-country skiing?
Skiing in general.
Yeah.
Hey, man, at least you got a winter sport, Brooke.
Right. I'm halfway there.
I mean, still wrong, but halfway there, yeah. Brooke, your question. Alkebulan. Alkebulan was the original name for what continent?
Yeah, Alkebulan was the original name for what continent?
That's correct. Alkebulan.
Let's go with Africa.
All right. Yeah,
Brooke, it sounds like
Big dummy.
Okay.
Alkebulan.
There you go. Game is Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK.
Either it's the original name for Africa or a wide receiver in next year's draft. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Kevin.
Hola.
Cameron. Cameron. Hello, Cameron. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, hey. Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Cameron, are you sober or not sober?
Team not sober.
All right, Cameron, welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Cameron, our men's room poll. People think you did one of the following. Beat up 3 5-year-olds, assaulted a woman in a wheelchair, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all of the kids' Christmas gifts.
I'm going with the home team mascot.
Okay. What is your favorite team out there, by the way, Cameron?
Seattle Mariners.
Okay, so you beat up the Moose.
Beating up the Moose. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, here's your question. What North American country is the biggest donut-eating country on Earth?
Nebraska?
Country.
Oh, country.
And why Nebraska? If you're just picking random states,
Miles.
If you're just picking random states, why would you go there?
I don't know. It was just in my head. Just something.
Okay. I'd like to know what else is in there. What country do you think it is in North America?
Canada?
One and done.
Yeah, man.
One and done. Nice work.
You wouldn't know it from the look, but you just think about
Sure.
Tim Hortons, right?
Right, Tim Hortons is massive.
It is absolutely. I mean, that's their Starbucks, but it starts with donuts. So yeah, like per capita, our friends to the north eating the most donuts, which is why I would want to move to Canada.
Tim Hortons is their McDonald's. You know what I mean? So I mean, hell, that's where you're going. There's no competition.
But also, donuts are delicious. Like, they got it right. Like, we have coffee, we have burgers. Nothing wrong with either of those. But I like the idea, like, your first chain is donuts. We're eating donuts.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
I've had the Timbits. They're delicious.
I've never had Timbits, man.
They ran Winchell's right out of business up there in Canada.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Nick, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Not sober, Nick. Welcome to the show and Big Dummy. All right. Not that you did this, you're completely innocent. Keep that in mind. But our men's room poll, people think you did one of the following. Either beat up 3 5-year-olds, assaulted a woman in a wheelchair, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all of the kids' Christmas gifts.
I'd go for what I think his name's Sammy the Whale from Sounders. I don't like his smile.
Ooh, all right.
Damn, I don't like his smile. All right.
He's too happy to be out of the water.
Keep in mind, you didn't actually do this. We just think you did.
I could at least let people think I did with a good story.
So you'd be happy if people thought you did it. Like, yeah, that was me.
Do you think it's better to beat up somebody you know?
Well, most of the time you get in a fight, you know the person.
All right, then I'm taking Rucky. Seawolves mascot.
I don't feel like I would like people to think I beat them up only because it's rugby. Just so the association.
But we know who it is.
Who the hell is it?
Impressive story.
It's Red.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah, he's a real mascot.
Well, goddamn.
He's a real mascot.
Yeah, so I feel like if I know him personally, does that make it better? Then I could be like...
Well, it's different because I genuinely like him, so I would feel bad having beat him up.
I don't want to fight him. I'm just saying, like... and you're right, I didn't actually do this, but I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I got a little drunk, and Rocky came around the corner. I gave him to business.
Well, good for Red. I know. My mind is blown right
within
now.
that sport. It would seem appropriate.
Right. Well, yeah, it's true. I got drunk and got in a fight.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, they had a keg there for everybody.
All right, here's your question.
I do like drinking with rugby guys.
What mythological beast has the head of a man, the body of a lion, and the tail and feet of a dragon?
I'm just going to guess Griffin.
Fine guess.
So it's not a griffin, it's not a centaur.
Griffin. Not a centaur. Mike nailed it.
How did you?
Yeah, yes, he did. Manticore.
Manticore. All right, Manticore. It's got a cool name.
Well, I mean, you had the head of a man, the body of a lion, and tail and feet of a dragon. You do deserve a cool name.
Yep.
I'd rather have the head of a lion.
I think I would take that too. Like the head of a lion, the body of a dude.
Yeah.
And then my dragon feet and tail.
Yeah. I do a lot of stuff with that tail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'll tickle you from over here.
It'd be great at a bar.
Hey.
All right there, Nick, your question. What is the capital of Australia? We have a lot of Australian listeners. Don't piss them off, man.
Sydney, right?
Is it Melbourne?
Nope.
All right. It's not Sydney, it's not Melbourne.
And it's not Perth, and it's not Brisbane.
Okay, pissing them off. They're all on lockdown. They can't come do anything about it.
Wait a minute. It's a name of like an English city too,
It
right?
sounds very English.
Is it Christchurch?
Nope.
No, that's
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Canberra.
I would have never got that.
No chance.
Never heard of that.
Nope, me neither.
Never heard of it? It's the capital of Australia. See, now you know. Wow, your
if I had a
friends.
second good choice, I would have said the Shire.
That's right. Again, that's New Zealand.
Yeah. Two different countries.
All right. Here's your question. What U.S. cities' nicknames include, but are not limited to, the Crescent City and the city that Care forgot? They have an NFL football team.
The Crescent City.
The Crescent City. That if you go there, most people refer to it as the Crescent City. It's also the city that Care forgot. And then there's one real obvious one. Say Carson City?
Yeah, it's New Orleans.
You said it's an NFL team?
New Orleans.
Oh, it's New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say the Big Easy, but that's what we say.
Did we used to drink at the Crescent Lounge? The Crescent?
That sounds familiar. Where the hell is it?
Right up there.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
We definitely did. I don't have a lot of memories of it, but I know the name. All right, here's your question. What is the name of the distance around the outside of a circle?
Ooh. I know this one.
Yeah. Radius?
Oh, no. The other one, circumference.
Yeah.
That was also a porn star's name.
Circumference. Dr. Circumference.
Sir.
It ain't real long. By the way, somebody here says a manticore has the tail of a scorpion. You know what? I apologize. Deepest apologies. I always confuse my scorpion and dragon tails. All right, your question. What astronomical unit of distance equals about 5.88 trillion miles?
I'm going to go with the only one that I know, a light year.
Okay. Nice job, Nick.
all correct.
Very good. Very good. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Big Dummy!
This is for you, Miles. Hello, Eastwood. Welcome to the men's room.
Nice.
Hola, bitch, hola. Peace, love, and happiness, brothers.
Hola. Eastwood, are you sober or not sober?
Come on.
I've been smoking my Black Bubba here from Bayshore up here. We get 8 for $10 an 8, man. Hell of a deal, man.
That is a hell of a deal. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Go ahead, man.
Okay. All right, Eastwood, here's your men's room poll. People think you did one of the following. Is it beat up 3 5-year-olds, assault a woman in a wheelchair, which you might have already done, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all the kids' Christmas gifts?
Well, I didn't stole an old lady in a wheelchair. When I was a kid up in Canada, Birch Bay, or up there anyway, Penticton, I met a group of guys that come from back east. They were truants, and said they pushed old ladies down snowbanks and took their purses. But I'm going for I'm going for stealing the presents, man.
Oh, you're stealing all the kids' Christmas presents. That's about par for the course.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to go in next Wednesday for my old colonoscopy, my first one.
Oh, is this your first one?
Yeah, 67 years old, and everybody's been bugging me, so I'm going to go get
for like 27 years or so.
Yeah, you're kind of a little bit late on it. Well, obviously, you're still out there, man, so hopefully you'll get some good news.
I'm in good shape, man. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I got me my MB 200-2. It's a 196cc bike. I got her converted over to street legal. I was looking for lights for it. You know, they got them images on the computer. I went on there and I ordered my lights from the images from Great Britain, man. Beautiful harness, man. You got the turn signals, flashers, and I got her all wired up. I got 3 bullets in the back. I put a battery box.
Eastwood, I got to ask, do you have an actual...
And I'm ready to roll, man.
Eastwood, do you have an actual address? You know what I mean? Like, if you order something, I mean, you just like down this road? You don't need to give it. I'm just asking you. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, you guys come visit me anytime, man. Sure. I'm probably next year I'll have my house warming. I got my property owned, and I'm going to be putting on a Palm Harbor home, man. Best home in the world. I saw when the Hurricane Hugo went through down there, and Fight had pictures. All these homes were devastated. The only thing we're standing were Palm Harbor. So they make them down out of Oregon. I'm going to order it special with solar panels and the whole shot. And I'll be living large, baby.
But Eastwood, let me ask you this. I'm sure the home will be well constructed. Are you still pooping in a bucket in the living room?
No, that was just the interim there. No, my guts are still hurting. I think they're going the wrong angle with this ram, but these kidneys, they'll get it. But no, that was just, when I got everything straightened out, trailers out, and the bucket's gone.
All right, that's good news.
Wow,
bucket's gone. Bucket is gone. All right, Eastwood, here's your question. What part of the atom has no charge?
It's right there in the name.
I'm going to guess the neutron.
Yes, right there in the name.
It is well done, Eastwood. Well done.
Good. One and done.
It always stuns me what he does know.
Mm-hmm. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
I feel like for him that's too easy.
Because there's this weird thing with
enough.
him. Right. Hello, Hope. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Hope you sober, not sober.
I am sober, and I'm going to be the side hustling clown parent.
Oh, Hope with the side hustling clown parents.
Oh, that's right, Hope. Okay. All right, Hope.
Yeah.
People think you did one of the following. Beat up 3 5-year-olds, assaulted a woman in a wheelchair, attacked the home team mascot, or stole all the kids' Christmas gifts.
Well, I'm missing a leg, so I'm taking the lady out in the wheelchair.
You are.
I feel like the daughter of clowns can't really be doing any of this stuff. It's even worse.
Hope, do you realize that there was a situation in China where a clown showed up at a school? The kids freaked out. They ran inside crying. They put the school on lockdown so they could figure out what was going on. It turns out that a school district actually sent the clown to do some kind of presentation.
So this is not an evil-looking clown. This is
the school
just,
did not even know, though, that he was coming.
Look, just a word of advice. If you're going to send a clown somewhere and you don't want it to cause problems, you really need to let the other side know.
You gotta know. You gotta let them know in advance. Hey, clown showing up.
A clown showing up. And look, we've been doing the show, and Spider-Man showed up, and we were fine. It didn't freak us out. We didn't know who it was. We didn't care. If they said it's a clown, be like, kick him out.
Yeah, not allowed in.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Spider-Man, he's completely normal. Granted, Spider-Man had a bottle of tequila, which went a long way, but still.
Mm-hmm. Well, can you imagine walking down the street and there's just a clown?
No.
You see a guy in Spider-Man, you're like, cool, Spider-Man.
You're right, man. Go to Times Square, go to Hollywood Boulevard, right? I mean, every Marvel and DC character is represented. Sesame Street characters are represented. There's a half-naked man playing a guitar. People love him. You're dressed as a clown. Nobody wants to be anywhere near.
If you were at Disneyland and you were a clown, people are like, dude, there is a clown in Disneyland.
What was it, like 2 years ago that there were clowns just wandering around and people were calling the police because they were freaking everybody out?
Because they were clowns.
Right. They were creepy clowns.
Those are your people, Hope.
Taking out the wheelchair lady still.
Still beating up the wheelchair lady. We get it. Because she's scared of clowns. All right, Hope, here's your question. Multiple choice. The Rio Grande, the Colorado, or the Mississippi? What river was discovered by Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto?
The Rio Grande.
That's why I wrote it down, because it sounds like a guy named Hernando de Soto would discover the Rio Grande.
I'm going to say the Mississippi River.
It was the Mississippi, yes.
That's a long stint.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I've been working on it.
He has been working on a lot.
You should see his forearms, dude. I mean, Ted's doing well. All right. Your question. Gunpowder, paper, and soy sauce were all created in what country?
China.
Damn, nice job.
You think China was invented in China? Like China dishes, right? So, they grabbed a nice China.
I would probably think so.
Well, China's from China.
Yeah.
Is it from China?
That's what makes it China.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, some is
It's not like turkeys are indigenous to Turkey. Chili wasn't invented in Chile.
Dude, I like, people have heard me talk. My mom does not throw away stuff.
Right.
So she's like, well, what about this China? I was like, I don't need it, like, whatever. But I texted a friend who, either way, I said, is this worth anything? And he goes, where's that from? And I said, my dad bought it cheap in Vietnam when he was there for the war and gave it to my mom. And he goes, it's fake.
It's probably lead.
Don't tell her, dude.
That's the problem.
I know. I was like,
don't crush it.
I don't want China before 1970 is lead. So you have to, even if you have like your grandparents' China or something, you can't eat on it. You can't definitely take it out of the box.
Yeah.
That's serious. More Big Demi coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
Realtors abide by a code of ethics. This is Article 9 in action. Beth, a first-time homebuyer, knew nothing about the home buying process, except that she wanted to buy a home. But her realtor had the expertise to make sure Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer with Memorial Day values at Lowe's. Choose 4 or more eligible Samsung appliances to complete your dream kitchen and laundry room. Plus, get 10% back via MasterCard gift card rebate. Also, save now on the latest Samsung appliances, like the bespoke refrigerator with panels in a variety of colors to mix and match. It's an easy way to create your own unique look. Memorial Day values start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today. Offer ends June 13th. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.